Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thanks for joining. Today I'm going to be covering a topic that is the most asked question across all of my social media accounts, and that is, how do you know when the Royal Air Force are doing their tactical beach landings down on Pembrey Beach? Well, today I'm going to cover all of the information that you need in going to be able to witness this yourself. The Airbus A400m Atlas is a huge military aircraft, and this type of training, their tactical approaches, tactical beach landings, it all plays a vital role in the RAF's training. And we are really lucky and fortunate to be able to witness this happen down in Wales. Before we dive in, I just want to let you know that do not go down on the off chance or by pure luck that you are going to witness this happen. It doesn't happen very often, and you really need to do your research if you want to go and see it. Step one, the first thing that you need to do is head over to notuminfo.com. If you're unfamiliar with what a notum is a notice containing information essential to personnel concerned with flight operations. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to attach a screen recording now, and this is how I find out when they are landing, so you can follow exactly what I do if you want to check yourself. On notums, you are able to see just 1 week in advance any notums that are in place. Now, a bit of advice that I would give: don't go straight to the map and just check for any notices that are in place. If there's a particular day that you're free or you want to see what's happening, go to the side column and select the day that you want to visit. It won't happen on weekends. It would be Monday to Friday that the tactical beach landings happen there. So select your exact day, for example, a Monday or a Tuesday, and then they will bring you up the notums for that exact day. If you don't do this, the map is going to show you all of the notums that are in place for the next week. Once you have put your selected day in on the side tab, go to the map, and what you need to do is zoom into the area Pembrey. What you will see is red circles. They are areas where are warnings in place. When you do click the red circles, there will be warnings in place, such as Pembrey danger area activated and so on. But there is one particular notice that you are looking for, and that will say military aircraft tactical beach landings within 5 nautical miles of Pembrey. That states that the military will be landing there. If you go down without this notum in place, you're not going to see a thing. The next thing that I'm going to cover is the times that it will be happening. Now, unfortunately on notums, they don't put a specific time that the landings will be happening. It could be daytime, it could be nighttime. And what you will see is a rough time. So it will say, for example, 7:45 p.m. to 10:45 p.m. That states that it would happen within that window. So what you need to do is check the tide times. Now, I'll attach it here. You can see high tide and low tide. What I would suggest is getting down to the beach for low tide, because that is when it's going to happen. Obviously, if the tide comes in, the tide comes out. If the tide is in, the aircraft can't land, and the sand does need to be quite hard in order to land such a monstrous aircraft. So what happens every time I've gone, I make sure I am there for low tide time when it is at its lowest. That's when you know the tide is well out, there's plenty of room for the aircraft to land. If you're going down, one tool that I cannot recommend enough, it will be your best friend, and that is Flight Radar 24. Obviously, when I'm on my way down the beach, I'm on my phone and I'm tracking on Flight Radar the aircraft. I can see where it is, I can see roughly how far away it is and when it's due to come in. So as I'm walking down the beach, I'm there with my phone and I can see that it's on its way down, so that allows me enough time to get there to witness it. Flight Radar 24 is available on the App Store, and it is the world's most used flight tracking app. So get on there if you're going down, download it, and you can use the free version and you can still track the aircraft. The next thing that I'm going to cover is where to park your car, whereby on the beach you need to go, and how long it takes to get there. So first thing, head to Pembrey Country Park. There's plenty of car parks, you're not going to struggle for a space. It is pay and display. When you drive into Pembrey Country Park, you need to head to car park 1. This is the closest one to the beach. It puts you straight onto the path, or you can head straight down to the beach. The best way to go is by heading straight onto the beach, and then you need to turn right. You are looking, when you get onto the beach, around a 5-mile walk down. So overall, it's around a 10-mile walk. If anyone knows anywhere nearer to park, please drop it in the comments, because I have been trying for ages to find out if there's anywhere nearer to park. I've searched myself, I can't find nothing. So for the purpose of this video, Pembrey Country Park is the best place to park. You need to head down to the air weapons range. Now, what you are looking for is a yellow and black tower. I'll attach a photo just by here. Keep an eye out for this, because just in front of that is where they are going to land the aircraft. A telltale sign that it's due in shortly. You will see the RAF there in their vehicles, and you will see the runway on the beach. The fire service will also be on hand, and you will see a few fire engines on the beach. But one thing you do need to look out for, there will be a pole, and high up you will see a red flag on this pole. For safety issues, this means that you cannot go any further down the beach. You have to stay this side of the flag. If you are going down, please be respectful to the crew. They may come over, just give you a little warning, just say, look, can you make sure you keep your distance? Obviously, they don't want people getting too close to the aircraft. But the RAF, there's multiple times where I've gone down, I've been next to them, speaking to them. Any questions, guys, go and ask them. They are very approachable. Sometimes you may be down Pembrey Beach just going for a walk, and you may see the red flag up, which means you can't go any further. This is because not only does the tactical beach landings happen, but just set back from the beach, you've got a live air weapons range. This is where live shooting goes on with helicopters and so on, and it is very active. So keep an eye out on NOTAMs if you want to see that. For example, any sort of helicopters doing their shooting practice and so on. That is also something that you can see, which is pretty cool. If you are going down there specifically to see the aircraft land, just please be aware that a lot of the time they may not land. Even though it states that they will be doing the tactical beach landing, sometimes it may be just the tactical approaches. However, it still gets very low to the ground, a couple of meters off the ground, and then goes back up and goes round. It just depends on what sort of practice that they are doing at the time. So just keep that in mind. It may not 100% land. I'm now going to give you a bit of advice if you are planning on visiting during night landings. Now, obviously I said to park at Pembrey Country Park. You have to be aware that Pembrey Country Park's car park times are open from 6 AM till 10 PM daily. If you are visiting after 10 PM for a night landing, you do need to find an alternative place to put the car. Unfortunately, I don't know where you're going to put it, because I have looked before and I can't find it anywhere. And I have made the mistake previously where I have gone in the night and I haven't taken a torch. It gets ridiculously dark and you cannot see where you're going. So a torch is an absolute essential if you want to make the walk down and back up without getting lost. There was a time previously in one of my last videos that I've done where you can see me, rather than taking the beach, I took the path on the inside of the land, and my phone ran out of battery where I was using my torch on it, and I couldn't see where I was going, and I did start to panic massively. But luckily I did manage to find my way back to the beach and then walk up that way. So I cannot stress enough how important it is to take a torch with you. If you do forget a torch or it runs out of battery, do not travel inland, because there's a lot of marshland. You've got banks, sand dunes. It's very tricky terrain. If this happens and you have no light, stick to the beach and walk up, and then you can go up the steps and over back to car park 1. If any of you have got any questions at all regarding today's video, then pop it in the comments. I will reply back to every single one of you, giving you as much advice as I possibly can. Or if you feel like there's anything I've left out, then please drop a comment. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload next. What I'm going to do is put all of my social media channels across the top of the screen now. Please give me a follow on them all. I'm very active and all my video go up across all of my social media accounts. At the end of the video, I'm going to attach here my 2 previous visits to watch the Airbus A400m Atlas land on the beach, so you can get an idea of what to expect if you are thinking of visiting. Even if you're not huge on aviation and you just want something awesome, cool and different to see, then look no further, because who doesn't want to see a monstrous plane landing on a beach? Obviously, if you love aviation, this is something that you must do. I cannot recommend it enough how amazing it is. I loved it so much, I ended up dragging my missus down with me, and she's not too big on planes, but even she thought it was quite cool. But another little thing I'm going to let you know that a lot of people don't know about is inside the RAF Air Weapons Range, there are 2 abandoned Jaguar fighter jets just sitting there now. I say they're abandoned, they are used for target practice by the military. However, if you do your research online and you check on NOTAMs and you make sure that there are no warnings in place and nothing is going on that day, then you are able to take a walk down and basically go and see these Jaguar fighter jets. I've been myself. Don't forget to check that video out on my page, guys. It is epic. You can go inside the jets, sit in them, walk across the wings, and there's also a few tanks located behind. It's absolutely amazing to see. They're pieces of aviation history. But like I said, make sure you do your checks first, that nothing is going on, and make sure that there is no flag up on the beach when you go. You are able to go on to the MOD land. There's no gates or anything stopping you from walking across there. But obviously, I can't stress enough how important it is to do your checks before going, so that 1, you're not disappointed, and 2, that it is safe to do so. But guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please drop a comment. What did you think? If I can help you in any way at all, or anything I've left out, please ask me. Peace out. I'll see you on the next one.